Okay. Hey, everybody. Sorry this is taking a little while to get out. I've got a video where I'm gonna kind of visually go over the Sutori stuff and the assignments for class. Um, I actually recorded this with a student last week, but I thought I recorded it. It was just a Zoom meeting that didn't get recorded. So I'm gonna make it again here. Let's see. I'll start by sharing my screen. Okay. So Uh, let's start with Canvas. So for 107, there we go. We've got the syllabus here, check an assignment, and then you can see this tries to line up really like clearly with what the textbook covers. So chapter one goes up to 1492, and this is going up to 1492 as well. So if you click on this link, it takes you to the chapter in our textbook. And if you click one of the ones that doesn't say chapter, uh, it'll give you a link to Sutori, to that particular page of Sutori. So, this is where this is a little different from what I normally do. I normally teach 108. It's been a few years since I've taught 107. And so these aren't like as developed as the ones for my 108 class. Um, so the assignment is to work through some of the material in here. There's, videos and some articles and graphs and stuff. It's to bring a little bit more visual representation to you than what they have in the textbook. Some interactive things, videos, right? Um, so I want you to like, work a little bit through those things. And I'm really a big fan of curiosity driven learning. So there's all kinds of stuff in here that I have, right? And maybe something really sparks your interest. So like I got really into um like actually looking at like the history of fossils and how we've figured out how old things are. Human migration, evolution. I don't think I've got a lot on evolution here, but this is like, very, very interesting. Other humans, just not Homo sapien humans. So there's not like quiz questions on these things. It's much more meant to like, hey, out of the things that you're looking at on here, if something seems really important, like you're like, oh yeah, well I know this term even. Read those, watch those videos. The other things though, like you can scan through to explore something that you like, or that just really speaks to your kind of information there. And then see, there's some that are like they've taken the video off YouTube or um, a link is broken. So here I'll probably try to find another video to put in place of this on Columbus's journeys. But you can also do that as well. So as you're exploring things, maybe I'm sure everybody's gone down the YouTube rabbit trail where you're just like, oh, next video. Oh man. And before you know it, it's 3 a.m. and you're like, maybe they did fake the moon landing. Uh, so do that with this. Like if you get a starting off point that you're like, oh, okay, this kind of piqued my interest. Um, Go with that. And then maybe that'll lead you to another video or some more information that isn't kind of spelled out in here. Um, and then you can add it in here. It's very interactive. This is like we can drag and drop this stuff. So like don't go like deleting all kinds of things unless you're like, oh, this is it was like there's a video, had a video up here with no, it was unavailable and there was no text under it. You can delete those things. Like it's, um, but we're editing it. We're building this timeline together. So I've got a bunch of stuff in here. I've got stuff that can be, you know, built on, right? Like, so here's something interesting about like the first stock it sold for a company. It's shipping. There's not a lot here. I didn't, this is just like a little snippet of something, but you could definitely find some more information about that, because it spells out kind of why there are stock companies. Um, and yeah, when you do find something new to bring in, all you do is click this little plus button, and then it'll give you, you can get a text box. You can put a link in, a hyperlink. It makes this stuff pretty uh, pretty just very drag and drop, very easy. So like say you want a video, like it'll open it up to you can pick a video, you can upload something, you can, like, but you can just search in YouTube right here directly. Um, Yeah, so it's, I mean, it's one of the easiest kind of user-friendly programs. So the whole idea is that we're kind of building out, improving on, editing down these timelines that I have for us. And by the end of the semester, hopefully we'll have a full, nice full set of timelines there. So that I'm not grading you on how well you're writing. I'm not, I'm much more interested in your thinking. Like, what do you think about this? What is it? Why is this important? Um, so let me go to our syllabus. Oh, these dates are wrong. Hmm, I had to fix that. Okay. So we've got your Satori contributions, and that should be, what did I say? How many? One contribution per section. So just one thing. So, focus on, like, spend some time on it, right? Like, should probably be about a half hour at least, to kind of explore some of the stuff that you're interested in and then go a little deeper to find something else. But, you know, if you go through the whole page too, it'll take a while, but you're welcome to do more if you just get into it. But one per section. And then the tests, I'm trying to get our test packet from the OpenStax test book uploaded into Canvas, but I'm having problems because there's administrative controls that I'm waiting on somebody else to do, so that can get uploaded. As soon as I've got a firm date on what we're doing, like when we'll be able to take the tests and our track to finish the course, um, I'll let you know, and I'll have that up there. And then the final thing for us will be, well, and just in terms of the tests too, this is where taking notes helps. You can get through the test. You can get through it a lot quicker if you've got notes. And if you're taking notes, chances are you'll remember some of the stuff without even having to look at it, because that's what writing things down does for us, or even typing. Yeah, that's my, you know, advice there. And then finally, the movie paper. I have a whole separate thing for this in Canvas. I'll go back here. I think it's down at the bottom. Why are all these published? Sorry, guys. And I've had the hardest time with these. I think they must have changed some controls in the settings on this. Well, I get the rest of that done. Um, there's the movie. Hmm. Okay. I gotta copy it over from my 108 class, but it will be in there, and there is a long explanation of what this is going to be about. Here, I'll come over to my 108 class so you can just see that one because it's going to be the same thing. The only thing that will be different is like the list of movies because um, all the movies I have generated for this are for 108, so it's 1865 and up, where all of our stuff is going to be kind of 1400s to 1877, the end of Reconstruction. So anything in that time frame that has significance for America, um, that's what we're going to work on. I kind of sat down and spitballed this list um, that I came up with for these movies. Um, we can also kind of work on that for 107. I think there's probably less films set in that time frame, but there's still a lot. And when you get a chance to read through all of this, uh, let me know what you're thinking of or what your questions are. Just shoot me an email. Should I do this movie? I want to do this movie. What's two other ones that I could pair with it? So we can get you set up to write a good paper. But again, I'm much more interested in your thoughts on the films and the history than I am on like really well written. Try. Effort counts. Get Grammarly if you don't have it. There's no reason to have like a paper full of errors these days. The computer will fix everything for you. Um, yeah, but I want your just your thoughts on these films that you've gotten into. So there's a rubric. Um, again, these are 108 suggestions. And then, it's a turnitin.com uh, paper at the bottom. So I have a video like this that I recorded in in here that I will transfer over. This is like a discussion video. Yeah, where I'm just explaining what all this is. So I'll get that uploaded right now to 107. So it should be there by the time I put this video out to you guys. I think I covered all the things. Well, let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you need help or you got questions. Till next time.